Welcome to Dietitian Academy, your shortcut to cracking dietitian exam. Hi everyone, I am Mohammad Shuaib, a certified dietitian with bachelor's and master's degree in nutrition and dietetics. I recently cracked AIIMS CRE Dietitian Exam with All India 4th rank in my first attempt, and now I am here to help you succeed in this RRB Dietitian Exam, which is going to be conducted in this month. This is the RRB Dietitian Marathon Series, a power-packed revision series designed to help you score around 50 to 60 plus marks directly from this content in the upcoming RRB Dietitian exam. I have carefully analyzed the previous year papers, syllabus trends, and high yield topics to bring you the most expected MCQs, explanations, and tricks all in one place. Remember, every question we discuss here has the potential to appear in your exam, so don't miss a single one. Stay with me until the end. Welcome to part 3 of our marathon series. First question: which hypothalamic nucleus primarily senses circulating leptin to regulate energy balance? Arcuate nucleus, paraventricular nucleus, lateral hypothalamic area, supraoptic nucleus. The answer will be A. Arcuate nucleus. Leptin regulates energy balance via arcuate nucleus, which integrates signals to control appetite and metabolism. Question number 2. During the cardiac action potential phase 2 plateau is mentioned by fast Na plus influx, L-type Ca2 plus influx and delayed K plus efflux, transient outward K plus current, Na plus or Ca plus 2 exchanger. The answer will be B. L-type Ca2 plus influx and delayed K plus efflux. Phase 2 plateau cardiac action potential is sustained by Ca plus 2 influx through L-type channels and reduced K plus efflux. Question number 3. The pancreatic secretion rich in bicarbonate is released in which segment of duodenum? Superior bulb, descending, horizontal, ascending. The answer will be B. Descending. Bicarbonate-rich pancreatic secretion enters the descending duodenum via pancreatic duct. Question number 4. Intrinsic factors necessary for B12 absorption is secreted by chief cells, parietal cells, G cells, mucosa cells. The answer will be B. Parietal cells. Parietal cells in the stomach secretes intrinsic factors essential for vitamin B12 absorption. Question number 5. The funny current IF that initiates SA node depolarization is carried mainly by Na plus, K plus, Ca2 plus, Cl minus. The answer will be A. Na plus. The funny current IF in SA node depolarization is primarily Na plus mediated. Question number 6. Under stress or trauma, which amino acid becomes conditionally essential? Glycine, arginine, alanine, serine. The answer will be arginine. Arginine under the stress becomes conditionally essential due to increased demands. Question number 7. The most bioactive form of vitamin E in human tissue is alpha tocopherol, gamma tocopherol, beta tocopherol, lambda tocopherol. The answer will be A. Alpha tocopherol. Alpha tocopherol is the most bioactive vitamin E form in humans. Question number 8. Chromium enhances insulin action by facilitating insulin receptor phosphorylation, GLUT4 translocation, hepatic gluconeogenesis, pancreatic beta cells proliferation. The answer will be B. GLUT4 translocation. Chromium enhances insulin action by facilitating GLUT4 transporter movement to cell membrane. Question number 9. Which vitamins deficiency causes hypocalcemia and bone demineralization? Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K, vitamin E. The answer will be B. Vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency impairs calcium absorption, causing hypocalcemia and bone demineralization. Question number 10. Biotin acts as a coenzyme in transamination, carboxylation, oxidative decarboxylation, methylation. The answer will be carboxylation. Biotin is a coenzyme for carboxylation reaction. Example, acetyl-CoA carboxylase. Question number 11. Tetrahydrofolate THF carries 1 carbon unit in glycolysis, pentose phosphate pathway, 1 carbon metabolism, urea cycle. The answer will be C. 1 carbon metabolism. THF carries 1 carbon units in folate metabolism for nucleotide synthesis. Question number 12. Phenylalanine is classified as non-essential amino acids, conditional essential amino acids, essential amino acids, branch-chain amino acids. The answer will be C. Essential amino acids. Phenylalanine is essential, must be obtained from diet. It is not produced in the body. Question number 13. Zinc finger proteins are critical for DNA replication, lipid digestion, glycogen storage, urea synthesis. The answer will be A. DNA replication. Zinc finger protein binds DNA, aiding transcriptional regulation. Question number 14. Pellagra is due to the deficiency of riboflavin, niacin, pyridoxine, pentothionate. The answer will be B. Niacin. Niacin deficiency leads to pellagra. Question number 15. Selenium is a compound of superoxide dismutase, catalase, glutathione peroxidase, myeloperoxidase. The answer will be C. Glutathione peroxidase. Selenium is a cofactor for glutathione peroxidase, an antioxidant enzyme. Question number 16. The gold standard for measuring individual energy expenditure is Hayes-Benedict's equation, doubly labeled water, indirect calorimetry, direct calorimetry. The answer will be B. Double labeled water. Double labeled water measures total energy expenditure via isotopic water tracking, and indirect calorimetry is a gold standard in critically ill patients. Question number 17. The ICMR 2020 RDA for dietary fiber in adult women is approximately 20 grams per day, 25 grams per day, 30 grams per day, 35 grams per day. The answer will be B. 25 grams per day. According to ICMR, 2020 recommends 25 grams per day dietary fiber for adult women. Question number 18. Match the following: iron, iodine, selenium, vitamin K. So we need to match it. Iron, as you can see here, oxygen transports via hemoglobin is related to iron. Cofactor for antioxidant enzyme is selenium. Thyroid hormone synthesis is related to iodine. Vitamin K is related to blood clotting. So we'll check it. 1 is B, 2 is C, and 3 is A, 4 is D. So B is the answer here. Question number 19. Non-pregnant women 19 to 50 years old, ICMR RDA for iron is about 14 mg per day, 17 mg per day, 21 mg per day, 27 mg per day. The answer will be C, 21 mg per day. According to ICMR RDA for non-pregnant women is 21 mg iron per day. But in pregnant women it will be 40 mg per day. And in adolescents girls, then it will be 32 mg per day. So depends upon the life cycle, there will be changes in iron profile and RDA levels. So make sure you remember that. Question number 20. A tool capturing usual intake over months but impresses on portions is 24-hour recall, weighted record, food frequency questionnaire, diet history interview. The answer will be C, food frequency questionnaire. Food frequency questionnaire assesses long-term intake but lacks portion precision. Question number 21. In pregnancy, ICMR 2020 increases RDA of folic acid by 200 Ug per day, 350 Ug per day, 500 Ug per day, 600 Ug per day. The answer will be D, 600 Ug per day. ICMR increases folic acid by 600 Ug per day during pregnancy to support fetal growth. Question number 22. AMRD for protein as a percentage of energy is 5 to 10%, 10 to 15%, 15 to 25%, 25 to 35%. The answer will be C, 15 to 25%. AMDR for protein is 10 to 35%. 15 to 25% aligns with the typical guidelines. So in this case, the answer is C. Question number 23. One consumption unit in ICMR 2020 equals to the requirement of sedentary male 19 to 39 years 2110 kilocalorie, moderate work woman 1800 calories, heavy work male 3060 calories, third trimester pregnant woman. The answer will be A, sedentary male 19 to 39 years 2010 calories. This question I have already discussed in my part of marathon series. One consumption unit is 2110 kilocalorie. Question number 24. To derive EAR from RDA, you typically subtract 2 SD of requirement, add 2 SD of requirement, multiply by activity factors, divide by body weight. The answer will be A. The phrase subtract 2 SD of requirement refers to deriving the estimated average requirement from recommended dietary allowance in nutrition science. RDA is equals to EAR plus 2 SD, where SD is the standard deviation of the nutrient requirement in population. To reverse the calculation, EAR from RDA, subtract 2 SD of the requirement, so it will get EAR is equals to RDA minus 2 SD. This topic is not important. It may not be asked in the exam. So anyhow, I'm just explaining it. If in case the question comes, question number 25, ICMR 2020 RDA for vitamin C adults is 40 mg, 60 mg, 80 mg, 100 mg. The answer will be A, 40 mg. According to ICMR 2020 guidelines, recommended 40 mg per day of vitamin C for healthy Indian adults. These were lower than the WHO, which requirements is 60 to 90 mg for Indian dietary pattern. So according to ICMR, the answer is 40 mg. The higher amount of vitamin C may be needed for the smokers or pregnant or lactating women or clinical deficiencies. The upper limit of vitamin C is 2000 mg per day. This is the upper limit to avoid the side effects like diarrhea. But the global bodies like NIH suggest 75 mg vitamin C for women and 90 mg vitamin C for men. Okay, if they ask men, you write it 90 mg. But here they have just asked the adults. So according to ICMR, the adult vitamin C requirement is 40 mg, which is a baseline for the Indian population. Question number 26. UL for niacin adult is set at 35 mg, 50 mg, 100 mg, 200 mg. The answer will be A, 35 mg. Niacin upper limit is 35 mg per day to prevent toxicity. Question number 27. Brown adipose tissue thermogenesis depends on uncoupling protein 1, leptin, insulin, adiponectin. The answer will be A, uncoupling protein 1. Uncoupling protein 1 in brown fat dissipates proton gradient, generating heat. This I have discussed in part 1 of my discussion series. Question number 28. The main gluconeogenic amino acid released by the muscle is alanine, glycine, lysine, histidine. The answer will be A, aniline. Muscle releases aniline for hepatic gluconeogenesis. Question number 29. Which hormone both stimulates lipolysis? Insulin and glucagon, cortisol and growth hormone, insulin and leptin, leptin and ghrelin. The answer will be cortisol and growth hormone. Question number 30. NEAT refers to basal metabolic rate, diet included thermogenesis, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, thermic effect of cold exposure. The answer will be C, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. NEAT includes daily activities like walking, standing, etc. Question number 31. The liver performs most amino acid deamination during fasting. This is true or false question. The answer will be true. Liver dominates amino acids during fasting for gluconeogenesis. Question number 32. MCTs are observed directly via chylomicrons, portal veins, miscellaneous passive diffusion in colon. The answer will be B, portal vein. MCTs bypass chylomicrons entering the portal veins directly. Question number 33. Ketogenesis rises when acetyl-CoA exceeds oxaloacetate, citrate, malate, pyruvate. The answer will be A, oxaloacetate. Acetyl-CoA excess when acetyl-CoA is low drives ketogenesis. Question number 34. The thermic effect of food is about 5 to 10% of TEE, total energy requirement, 10 to 15% of TEE, 15 to 20% of TEE, 20 to 25% of TEE. The answer will be B, 10 to 15%. Thermic effect of food is 10 to 15% of total energy expenditure. Question number 35. Functional foods are defined as foods providing health benefits beyond basic nutrition as per FAO. It is true or false questions. The answer will be true. Functional foods provides health benefits beyond basic nutrition. So it is true. Question number 36. A live microbe nutraceutical category is prebiotic, probiotic, phytochemicals, omega-3 fatty acids. The answer will be probiotics. Probiotics are the live bacteria which helps in gut microbiota. Question number 37. Under DISHA, a dietary supplement cannot include vitamins, minerals, pharmaceuticals, amino acids. The answer will be C, pharmaceuticals. DSHEA excludes drugs, supplements includes vitamins, minerals, etc. Question number 38. Food fortified with functional ingredients are labeled as medicinal foods, functional foods, complementary foods, genetically modified foods. The answer will be functional foods. Fortified foods with added health benefits are labeled as functional foods. Question number 39. In acute pancreatitis, enteral feeding within 48 hours is preferred via nasojejunal or nasogastric tube, total parenteral nutrition, oral clear liquid only, jejunectomy tube only. The answer will be A. Nasojejunal and nasogastric tube. Early enteral feeding preserves gut integrity in pancreatitis. If the enteral feeding is contraindicated, then the feeding preferred is total parental nutrition. Question number 40. For CKD4, non-dialysis protein is restricted to 0.6 gram per kg body weight, 0.8 gram per kg body weight, 1 gram per kg body weight, 1.2 gram per kg body weight. The answer will be B. 0.8 gram per kg body weight. CKD patient on stage 4 non-dialysis patient protein requirement is 0.8 gram per kg body weight. If he is on dialysis, the protein requirement will go up to 1.2 gram per kg body weight. Question number 41. Dash diet's key feature is reduced to protein, sodium, fats, sugar. The answer will be sodium. Dash diet emphasizes reduced sodium to lower BP. Question number 42. Gluten is a protein in wheat, barley and rice, oats, rye, quinoa. The answer will be C. Rye. Gluten is in wheat, barley and rye. Question number 43. In heart failure, cachexia, recommended macronutrient shift is high carb, low fat, high protein, moderate fat, low protein, high fat, low carb, low fat. The answer will be B. High protein, moderate fat. High protein, moderate fat supports muscle retention in heart failure cachexia and helps in preventing wasting. Question number 44. A low food map diet is included for IBS, ulcerative colitis, acute pancreatitis, celiac disease. The answer will be A. IBS. Low food map diet reduces fermentable carbohydrates in irritable bowel syndrome, which helps in digestion and reduce the irritation. You have to match the following here. TPN, PPN, enteral feeding, oral supplements, requires central venous access, uses peripheral venous access, delivery via GI tract tube, consumed by mouth. So we'll match it out. TPN is total parental nutrition. It is given through a central venous route. So it is A. PPN is a peripheral parental nutrition which is given through the peripheral vein access. So it is B. Enteral feeding is delivered to the GI tract by tube. So it is C. Oral supplements is consumed by the mouth. So it is D. So we got 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D. So the answer will be A. Question number 46. Dietary purines restriction is critical in gout, osteoporosis, arthritis, diabetes. The answer will be A. Gout. Purines restriction lowers uric acid in gout. Question number 47. To optimize levodopa, Parkinson's protein intake should be evenly distributed, skewed evening meals, solely at breakfast, paired with vitamin C. The answer will be skewed to evening meals. Evening protein avoids daytime competition with the levodopa. Levodopa is a drug which is given Parkinson's patient. There is high protein intake. It will drop the efficiency of levodopa. So giving less protein is required here. Question number 48. Mifflin-St. George equation estimates BMR, BMI, TE, RQ. The answer is A. BMR. Mifflin-St. George equation is used to find BMR. Question number 49. In critical ill patient, protein needs may reach to 0.8 gram per kg body weight, 1 gram per kg body weight per day, 1.2 to 2.0 gram per kg body weight, 2.5 to 3 gram per kg body weight. The answer is C. 1.1 to 2 gram per kg per day. Critical illness increases protein needs to preserve muscle mass. Question number 50. The most responsive marker for recent protein intake is albumin, prealbumin, transferrin, transferrin, C-reactive protein. The answer is B. Prealbumin has a short half-life of 2 days, reflects recent intake of proteins. Question number 51. Standard polymeric enteral formulas typically provides 0.5 kilocalorie per ml, 1 kilocalorie per ml, 1.2 to 1.5 kilocalorie per ml, 2 kilocalorie per ml. The answer is B. 1 kilocalorie per ml. Standard polymeric enteral formulas are designed for general use and typically provides 1 kilocalorie per ml. Question number 52. Peptide-based formulas mainly offers lower osmolality, easier absorption, higher fat content, lower cost. The answer is B. Easier absorption. Peptide-based formulas have hydrolyzed proteins for better absorption. Question number 53. Clostridium botulinum toxin production is inhibited when pH is less than 4.6. True or false? The answer is true. Clostridium botulinum toxins is inhibited at pH less than 4.6, which is very acidic environment. Question number 54. High pressure processing HPP inactivates microorganisms by heat, pressure, UV light, chemicals. The answer is B. Pressure. HPP inactivates microbes via high pressure, not heat. Question number 55. The danger zone for bacterial growth is 0 to 4 degree, 4 to 60 degree, 60 to 100 degree, greater than 100 degree. The answer is B. 4 to 60 degree. 4 to 60 degree is the danger zone for bacterial growth. Question number 56. E. coli is the key indicator of fecal contamination in water. True or false? It is true. E. coli indicates fecal contamination in water. Question number 57. HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point, Health Assessment and Consumer Care Products, Hygiene and Contaminant Control Procedure, High Accuracy Chemical Contamination Process. The answer is A. Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point. Question number 58. For type 1 diabetes, mealtime carbohydrate of 15 to 30 grams helps control the dawn phenomenon. True or false? Here the answer is false. Here the dawn phenomenon is nothing but a rise in blood glucose levels between 3 to 8 am due to natural hormone changes. Increased growth hormone, cortisol and glucagon reduces insulin sensitivity, leading to hepatic glucose release. This is managed by adjusting basal insulin, evening medications like metformin, or using a closed loop insulin pump can help. This is commonly seen in type 1 and type 2 diabetes cases. Question number 59. Match the following: marasmus, Kwashiorkor, cachexia, sarcopenia, loss of fat and muscle calorie deficiency, protein deficiency edema, inflammation associated muscle loss, age related to muscle loss. So we'll check it here. Marasmus is a severe calorie deficiency and protein deficiency. So the answer is A. Kwashiorkor is a protein deficiency with edema. It is B. Cachexia is inflammation associated with muscle loss. It is C. Sarcopenia is age related muscle loss. It is D. So it goes 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, 4 is D. So the answer is A. Question number 60. The Mediterranean diet main fat source is butter, olive oil, coconut oil, sunflower oil. The answer is B. Olive oil. Mediterranean diet primary fat source is olive oil. Question number 61. In NASH management, weight loss of 5 to 10% can improve histology. True or false? The answer is true. 5 to 10% weight loss improves NAS, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, fatty liver disease. Question number 62. Cancer cachexia is characterized by increased appetite, lean body mass loss, edema, hyperglycemia. The answer is B. Lean body mass loss. Cancer cachexia involves muscle wasting, so it leads to lean body mass loss. Question number 63. Among immunonutrients, arginine supplementations can reduce post-operation infection. True or false? The answer is true. Arginine boosts immunity, reducing post-operative infections. Question number 64. Glucose 6-phosphate deficiency impairs the pentose pathway ability to generate ATP, NADH, NADPH, FADH2. The answer is C. NADPH. Glucose 6-phosphate deficiency impairs NADPH production, causing oxidative stress. Question number 65. Pyruvate carboxylase catalyzes pyruvate to oxaloacetate in glycolysis, TCA cycle, gluconeogenesis, urea cycle. The answer is C. Gluconeogenesis. Pyruvate carboxylase converts pyruvate to oxaloacetate in gluconeogenesis. Question number 66. Carnitine transports long-chain fatty acids into mitochondrial matrix, cytosol, peroxisome, endoplasmic reticulum. The answer is A. Mitochondrial matrix. Carnitine transports long-chain fatty acids into mitochondria for beta oxidation. Question number 67. SARMs, S-adenosine methionine, is a primary methyl donor in transamination, methylation, carboxylation, hydrosylation. The answer is B. Methylation. SAM donates methyl group in methylation reaction. Question number 68. A two-tailed alpha is equals to 0.05 test is equivalent to one tail alpha of 0.025, 0.05, 0.110, 0.01. The answer is A. 0.025. Two-tailed alpha is equals to 0.05 splits into 0.025 per tail for one tail test. Question number 69. Kaplan-Meier's curve are used for correlation analysis, survival analysis, regression analysis, variance analysis. The answer is B. Survival analysis. Kaplan-Meier estimates survival probability over time. You see the match the following: cluster sampling, simple random, stratified sampling, systematic sampling. Here, equal chance of each member. Select every nth of individual based on population strata. Enter group randomly selected. The answer will be, for the simple random sampling, each and everyone gets an equal chance of participation. So 2 will be A. If 2 is A, entire group randomly selected is comes under the cluster sampling. Randomly we are selecting the group. So first is D. Then stratified sampling is nothing but making stratas or groups in the sample is called stratified sampling. So 3 is C. Systematic sampling is B. Select every individual. So the answer is A. Question number 71. The intra-class correlation coefficient ICC measures internal consistency, test retest reliability, inter-rated agreement, all of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. ICC assess reliability across raters, tests, and consistency. Ramadan MNT for diabetes follows both AAD and diabetes and Ramadan International Alliance guidance. True or false? The answer is true. Ramadan guidelines combines ADA and DAR recommendation. Question number 73. In CKD stage 3, phosphorus is often restricted to less than 800 mg per day. True or false? It is true. CKD third stage restricts phosphorus to less than 800 mg per day to prevent complications. Question number 74. In advanced heart failure, the myocardium shifts towards increased ketone body utilization. True or false? The answer is true. Failing heart uses ketones for energy efficiency. Question number 71. Which transcription factor is upregulated by leptin signaling to suppress appetite? NFKB, STAT3, HIF1 alpha, CREB. The answer is B. STAT3. Leptin activates STAT3 suppressing appetite via hypothalamic signaling. I have explained this STAT3 in initial part of my video. You can go back and watch it. Question number 72. In gluconeogenesis, the enzyme fructose 1,6-bisphosphatase is activated by AMP, fructose 2,6-bisphosphate, ATP, EDP. The answer is C. ATP. Fructose 1,6-bisphosphatase in gluconeogenesis is activated by ATP. Question number 73. The principal ketone body used by brain during prolonged fasting is acetoacetate, beta hydroxybutyrate, acetone, acetyl-CoA. This question is asked in AIIMS CRE. The answer is B. Beta hydroxybutyrate. Brain uses beta hydroxybutyrate as a ketone fuel during fasting. Question number 74. Which nutraceutical component is prebiotic rather than a probiotic? Lactobacillus rhamnosus, inulin, Bifidobacterium bifidum, Saccharomyces boulardii. The answer is B. Inulin. Inulin is a prebiotic fed beneficial for the gut bacteria. Other bacteria are the probiotic bacteria. Question number 75. In acute pancreatitis, early enteral feeding within 48 hours is associated with all except reduced infection complications, lower mortality, increased illness risk, maintenance of gut integrity. The answer is C. Increased illness risk. Early enteral feeding reduces complication. Ileus risk is not increased. Ileus is temporary intestinal paralysis, lack of motility, often post-surgery or due to metabolic disturbance. Risk factors like abdominal surgeries, electrolytic imbalance, opioids uses, inflammation, etc. Question number 76. A diet with 55% energy from fat and 30% from carbohydrate is most appropriated for patients with type 1 diabetes, chronic kidney disease, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver. The answer is C. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. High fat diet reduces carbon dioxide production, easing respiratory load in COPD case. Question number 77. Standard polymeric enteral formulas typically provides how many kilocalorie per ml? This question is already repeated. 0.8 kilocalorie per ml, 1 kilocalorie per ml, 1.2 kilocalorie per ml, 1.5 kilocalorie per ml. The answer is B, 1 kilocalorie per ml. Standard elementary formulas provides 1 kilocalorie per ml. Question number 78. The greatest risk factor for listeriosis is ready to eat meat is high salt content, neutral pH, refrigeration, low water activities. The answer is B, neutral pH. Listeria thrives in neutral pH even under refrigeration. Question number 79. Which pH below inhibits Clostridium botulinum toxin production? Less than 4, less than 4.6, less than 5, less than 5.5. The answer is B, less than 4.6. This question is already discussed in my initial part of video. You can go back and check it out. Question number 80. The nutrition action classified as an enabling intervention for global nutrition report is fortification of staples, nutrition advocacy campaign, school-based feeding programs, policy mandated on marketing. The answer is D, policy mandates on marketing. Enabling interventions includes policies to support nutritional goals. Question number 81. Match the following: albumin, pre-albumin, RBP, transferrin, long half-life 20 days not acute, short half-life 2 days sensitive, very short half-life 12 hours, iron transport 8 to 10 days half-life. So we'll match it. Albumin is for the long half-life for 20 days. Pre-albumin is a short indicator for protein energy deficiency. So that is B. RBP is very short half-life, which is 12 hours. Transferrin marker for iron transport 8 to 10 days half-life. So the answer is B. We'll go for GK and GS part. This GK and GS part is the continuation part from my part 2 of marathon series. If you are getting confused here, go watch the part 1 of marathon series. This is the continuation of that part of GK and GS. First question, the sixth question. Who invented first working laser? A.H. Taylor, V.K. Ronting, T.H. Myman, Fred Morrison. So the answer is C, T.H. Myman. Laser light amplification by stimulated emission radiation is a device that emits light through a process of optical amplification based on stimulated emission of electromagnetic radiation. The first laser was built in 1960 by Theodore H. Myman. Question number 7. Meter in vehicles that calculates distance covered by the vehicle is called speedometer, odometer, thermometer, kilometer. So the answer will be B, odometer. An odometer or odograph is an instrument for measuring the distance traveled by a vehicle, such as bicycle or car. The device may be electronic, mechanical, or combination of two. Question number 8. What is the SI unit of pressure? Newton, Weber, Pascal, Henry. The answer is C, Pascal. SI unit of pressure is Pascal, PA equal to 1 Newton per square meter. This name for the unit was added in 1971. It is named after French polymath Blaise Pascal. Question number 9. Reflection from a smooth surface like that of a mirror is called dash reflection. Regular, irregular, diffuse, fused. The answer is A, regular. When a beam passes of parallel light rays in indicates on a smooth and plane surfaces, the reflected rays will also be parallel. This type of reflection is called regular reflection. Question number 10. What is the unit of resistance? Ohm, Farad, Henry, Weber. The answer is A, ohm. The ohm is the SI derived unit of electrical resistance named after German physicist George Simon Ohm. Question number 6. Which of the following is mainly used for Production of aluminium, hematite, lignite, bauxite, magnetite. The answer is C, bauxite. Bauxite is an ore of aluminium which is found in form of hydrated aluminum oxide. Question number 7. Solder used in soldering metal pieces consists of any alloy of tin and zinc, tin and lead, tin, zinc and copper, tin, lead and zinc. The answer is B, tin and lead. The common composition of solder is 32% of tin and 68% of lead. This combination has the low melting point and is useful for soldering components that are sensitive to heat. Question number 8. Which of the following did not contain carbon? Diamond, graphite, coal, none of these. The answer is D, none of these. All three are consist of carbon. Question number 9. Which one of the following fuel causes minimum air pollution? Kerosene oil, hydrogen, coal, diesel. The answer is B, hydrogen. Hydrogen is the purest combustion fuel. Water is generated from burning of hydrogen, while coal, kerosene oil, and diesel are known as fossil fuels, which generates carbon dioxide and many other harmful gases when it burns. Question number 10. Which gas is used in purification of drinking water? Helium, chlorine, fluorine, carbon dioxide. The answer is B, chlorine. Chlorine is presently an important chemical for water purification, such as in water treatment plants, disinfectants, and in bleach. Who was the first Chief Justice of Supreme Court of Calcutta? Haide, Ilja Impe, Limastre, Manson. The answer is B. Sir Ilja Impe was a British judge, the first Chief Justice of Supreme Court at judiciary at Fort William in Bengal. Question number 7. Communal representation was for the first time given in the interest of Muslim by the Indian Council Act of 1909, the Indian Government of India Act of 1919, the Government of India Act of 1935, the Government of India Act of 1858. The answer is A, the Indian Council Act of 1909 or Morley Minto. It is also called as Morley Minto. Reforms passed by British Parliament in 1909 is an attempt to widen the scope of Legislative Council. For the first time, it introduced separate and discriminatory electorals to Muslims. Question number 8. Which of the following is associated with Lord Wellesley, the Governor of General of India from 1798 to 1805? Doctrines of lapse, subsidiary alliance, first Mysore War, conquest of Rajputans. The answer is B, subsidiary alliance. Lord Wellesley remained Governor General of Fort William from 1798 to 1805. The subsidiary alliance is a policy started by Lord Wellesley. The subsidiary alliance system was a treaty between the company and the Indian native rulers. In return for a payment or subsidy, the company would place garrison troops in the ruler's territory to fight against their enemies. Question number 9. Who among the following Governor General created the Convented Civil Service of India, which later came to known as Indian Civil Services? Warren Hastings, Wellesley, Cornwallis, Williams, Betnick. The answer is C, Cornwallis. The civil service were reformed and modernized by Lord Cornwallis, and hence he is called the father of Indian civil service. The civil service is a sector of government composed mainly of career bureaucrats hired on professional merits. Question number 10. Which of the following battle was fought by the allied force of Suja ud Dawla, Mir Qasim, and Shah Alam II against British East India Company? Battle of Buraks, Battle of Vandiwash, Battle of Chilanwala, Battle of Tarin. The answer is A. Battle of Buraks. Battle of Buraks was fought on 27 October 1764 between the forces under the command of British East India Company led by Hector Munro and the combined armies of Mir Qasim and Nawab of Bengal, the Nawab of Awadh and the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. The battle fought at Buraks, a small fortified town within the territory of Bengal. Question number 6. The seabed sloping gradually and broadening the continent is known as coast, continental shelf, continental platform, continental slope. The answer is B. The term continental shelf is used by geologists generally to mean that part of a continental margin which is between the shoreline and shelf break, or where there is no noticeable slope between the shoreline and the point where the depth of the superjacent water is approximately between 100 to 200 meters. Question number 7. The term epicenter is associated with earthquake, volcanoes, cyclones, landslides. The answer is A. Earthquakes. Epicenter is a point on Earth's surface that is directly above the hypocenter of focus, the point where earthquake or underground explosion originates. Question number 8. What is the shape of Earth's orbit around the Sun? Circular, hyperbolic, elliptical, parabolic. The answer is C. Elliptical. Earth's orbit is not a perfect circle, it is elliptical or slightly oval shaped. This means there is one point in the orbit where Earth is closest to the Sun and another where Earth is farthest from the Sun. Question number 9. Naga, Khasi, and Garo hills are located in Purvanchal Range, Karakoram Ranges, Raskar Ranges, Himalayas Ranges. The answer is A. Purvanchal Range. Naga, Khasi, and Garo hills are located in Purvanchal Range of northeastern state of India. Question number 10. An important river of Indian desert is Luni, Narmada, Krishna, PS. The answer is A. Luni. The river Luni is the only natural water source that drains inside a lake in the desert. It originates in the Pushkar Valley of Aravalli Ranges near Ajmer and ends in the marshy land of Ran of Kutch in Gujarat. Question number 6. Under which schedule of constitution every member of parliament takes oath or affirmation? First, third, fifth, sixth. The answer is B. Third. Third schedule. This schedule list consists of various forms of oath for holders of various constitutional office. Question number 7. How many members represented union territories in Lok Sabha? 20, 21, 22, 23. The answer is A. 20. The maximum strength of House by the Constitution of India is 552, which is made up by election of up to 530 members to represent the state and up to 20 members to represent the union territories, and not more than 2 members of the Anglo-Indian community to be nominated by the President of India. Question number 8. After how many years one-third of the member of the Rajya Sabha retire every 6 years, 3 years, 5 years, 2 years? The answer is D. 2 years. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house and is not subject to dissolution. One third member of Rajya Sabha retire after every second year. A member who is elected for a full term service for a period of 6 years. Question number 9. When does the President assent the bill? Lok Sabha passes the bill. Rajya Sabha passes the bill. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha both passes the bill. None of the above. The answer is C. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha both passed the bill. The Speaker is elected by the Lok Sabha from amongst its members and does not vote in the first instance, but when a bill is passed by both the houses of parliament and approved by the President, it becomes an act. Question number 10. Who shall not give vote in the first instance in either of the House of Parliament? Speaker, Chairman, A and B, none of the above. The answer is C. A and B. The Speaker is elected by the Lok Sabha from amongst its members. He does not vote in the first instance, but he can exercise a casting vote in the case of a tie, and he presides over a joint sitting of the two houses of parliament. The chairman also cannot vote in the first instance. He too can cast the vote in the case of an equality of votes. Question number 1. Standard and Poor's S&P based in New York, USA, London, UK, Paris, France, Vienna, Austria. The answer is A. Standard & Poor Financial Service is an American New York, USA financial service company. It is division of S&P Global that publish financial research and analysis on stocks, bonds, and commodities. Question number 2. Pulitzer Prize is awarded for outstanding work in field of science and technology, environmental studies, literature and journalism, international understanding. The answer is C. Literature and journalism. Pulitzer Prize is an award for achievement in newspaper, magazines, and online journalism, literature, and musical composition in United States. It was established in 1917 by provision in the will of American Joseph Pulitzer, who had made his fortune as a newspaper publisher, and is administered by Columbia University in New York City. Question number 3. Kanaka National Park is in which state? Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Bihar. The answer is C. Odisha. Kanaka National Park is a national park located in Kendrapura district of Odisha in eastern India. Core area of 145 square kilometers of the Kanika Wild Sanctuary spreads over 672 kilometers square. The national park is surrounded by the Wildlife Sanctuary. Gahirmata Beach and Marine Sanctuary lies to the east and separate swamps region covers with canopy of mangroves from Bay of Bengal. Thus, it becomes a vicinity of rich biodiversity. Question number 4. The capital of Egypt is Tbilisi, Cairo, Conakry, Djibouti. The answer is B. Cairo. Cairo's Egypt crawling capital is set on the Nile River at its heart Tahrir Square and the vast Egyptian Museum, a trove of antiquities including royal mummies and glided kings. The currency of Egypt is Egyptian pound. Question number 5. The author of book The Gin Drinkers is Arundhati Roy, Anita Desai, Sagarika Ghosh, Sobha Dev. The answer is C. Sagarika Ghosh. Sagarika Ghosh's book is about the relevant Indians, the English-speaking privileged few who have controlled post-independence India, giving ground to a new Indian order. She explores modern-day India through the eyes of several characters. The gin drinkers of books title Uma is the Oxford graduate returned to Delhi with the customary English bio in town. So that's all for today. Hope you like this session. If you like this session, give a like, put a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until then, study hard. All the best for your exams.